One job today. Tell the truth.
All right, those are survivors of Jeffrey Epstein calling for truthful testimony. The chants are directed at former Attorney General Pam Bondi, and she's testifying behind closed doors at this hour before the House Oversight Committee. The focus is on the DOJ's compliance with the Epstein Files Transparency Act. Let's bring in CBS News congressional correspondent Caitlin Huey-Burns, who's following this for us today. Caitlin, good to see you. What is the committee looking for in today's deposition?
Hey, Mugo. Well, this is a long time coming. This committee has long wanted to hear from Pam Bondi. And actually, while she was Attorney General, they subpoenaed her to come before this committee. As you know, the president then fired her, and she said she would not appear before the committee, then later backtracked and said she would, in fact, testify. But here are the parameters. Because she is no longer the Attorney General and is still coming forward to comply here, she is not going to be videotaped. This is all happening behind closed doors. So there's no tape or video of her testimony today, but there will be a transcript that will be released in the next few days here. And this is something that Democrats have been very concerned about. They wanted this to be taped, but since she is no longer Attorney General, that's not happening. Her presence here, though, is very significant. From the DOJ's perspective and from Bondi's perspective, she is here to give an accounting of how the Justice Department complied, in their view, with the Epstein Transparency Act. Remember, Congress passed a law that forced the Justice Department to release all of the Epstein files. So she is here in her former capacity to explain how, in her words, the DOJ complied. And I'll read you a little bit from her statement, her opening statement that we got a hold of, that she is giving to that committee. She is, according to those prepared remarks, saying that to the best of my knowledge, the Department of Justice produced everything required under the Epstein Transparency Act. She also acknowledges that there were some errors made here, especially when it comes to redactions. You may remember that a lot of Epstein survivors were upset that some names were not redacted in these files, and that was a violation of their rights, and also something that members of Congress, when they passed this law, wanted to make sure didn't happen. But she also acknowledges that she did not lead every aspect of this case and delegated much of this, including the review of those documents, to her then Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche. Todd Blanche now, of course, is acting Attorney General. So this committee has a lot of questions for him as well. But the bigger picture here is that she is focusing on the process. This will take hours. There are lots of questions for her, and there are questions from both sides of the aisle. Both Democrats and Republicans wanted to hear from her, and those specifically who want more accountability here are those Epstein survivors who you saw on video came to the Hill today. Here's what Oversight Chairman James Comer, who is leading this investigation of from the Oversight Committee, had to say to them.
Many of these people have never been interviewed before. I don't know how that can even be possible. So we're going to bring them in, and we're releasing every transcript. You'll know everything that's been asked, and if there are questions at the conclusion of this that weren't asked that you all felt should be asked, then let us know, and we will get those questions answered.
So a pretty powerful moment there as you see survivors of Epstein's abuse really confronting the chairman over the Oversight Committee. And you may remember when Pam Bondi testified several months ago while she was still Attorney General during a routine process up here, many survivors were in the audience, and a Democratic lawmaker asked Bondi to turn to them and apologize, and she did not. However, Bondi maintains that she has always been in her career an advocate for victims.
Okay, Caitlin Huey-Burns on Capitol Hill for us. Thank you so much for your time.